Tulsian of sptulsian.com and Amrish Baliga with us. Good afternoon. Mr. Tulsian, I first wanted your thoughts on the two big numbers, and we'll talk about M&M as well. But let's first talk about Motherson Sumi and TVS Motor and your thoughts on both these numbers.
Anuj, I think both the numbers are good. Now, if I first come on the Motherson Sumi, you have to read in context to the new accounting standards having introduced. Now, that has shown a growth of about 10%, and even if I exclude the excise duty, it's about maybe 11, 12, 13% on the revised, because the last year's numbers have not been revised, and otherwise the top line growth is about 24% without giving this effect. Now, if you really see it on a YOY basis, because I don't think that there is any point in taking a QOQ call. Now, come on the YOY basis, income has risen. I'm not referring to the published result where I've said that the growth is, top line growth is just 10-11%, but on a like-to-like basis, the top line growth is 24%, EBITDA growth is 24%. The PAT has risen by 70% plus. If you really see the EBITDA, as I said, 24%, obviously the tax adjustment and all that, those things are there, but those also have to be incorporated, and I think these numbers are seen to be really quite good. And if I just come on the segments, if you take the PKC segment, the EBIT has risen from 84 crores to 160 crore, and even on SMR and SMP also, the things are looking quite good with a good sequence, with a good YOY growth on the EBIT. So I don't think that one can really expect the better numbers than this, and I think that this should really cheer once the results will be understood by the market. In fact, if you see the presentations having completed 27 projects in the 9 countries, those will start yielding the numbers results from here on, and I won't be surprised to see the company reporting closer to 9+ EPS. And if you take that into consideration, I think this will be seen quite positive. 1.3 lakh crore orders, which constitutes about maybe 2 years top line. So I don't understand, in fact, on any of the parameters, I don't see any disappointment. Coming now on TVS Motor, again the TVS Motor numbers are seen to be good. If you see the PBT, 212 against 192 crore. If I go by a simple math, the volume growth has seen a growth of about 4.5%, and that has seen reflected into the top line also 4.5%, but the PBT has risen by about 10%. And as I said, sometimes you have Q4 as this is again, this I'm referring here TVS Motor on a sequential, because since you have the sales figures with you and sales numbers were higher in Q1 over Q4, and because of the higher tax provisions to about 66 crore for Q1 against 27 crore for Q4, you found PAT maybe a bit lower at 147 crore against 167 crore. But again the numbers are seen to be quite good, and I have always been saying that all these numbers have to be read in conjunction with the share prices at which they have been ruling. Now TVS Motor had its high of about closer to 800 rupees, having corrected to a level of 550. So you do not have much downside seen from here. And if you have these kind of numbers coming in, you don't see any kind of margin pressures seen coming in, and they have been increasing their market share. So again, positive view on TVS Motor numbers also, and extremely positive on Motherson after this Q1 numbers having seen.
Okay, so that's a thumbs up from Mr. Tulsian on two of the auto numbers that we've seen today. By the way, PNB